The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers update for Friday, July 14, reveals that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, will try to wrap her head around what she just walked in on. Since Brooke found some of Hope Spencer's, Annika Noel, belongings, including her wedding ring, at Thomas Forrester's, Matthew Atkinson, apartment, she had a pretty good idea of what she'd find upstairs. Even so, nothing could have prepared Brooke for the sight of Hope and Thomas in bed together. Brooke's worst fear became a reality in that moment, so she'll demand some answers from Hope on Friday's B&B episode. Since Hope is a grown woman, she might argue that she doesn't owe Brooke an explanation. At this point in her life, Hope doesn't have to follow any rules that Brooke wants her to follow. However, Brooke will be totally disgusted over Hope taking her betrayal to the next level with Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, worst enemy. Hope should be fighting for her marriage as far as Brooke's concerned, so she'll warn her daughter about the consequences of letting the wrong desires take control. Of course, Hope doesn't feel like the connection she feels with Thomas is wrong at all, so she'll be protective of him and the deep bond they share. Still, Brooke will probably think Hope's going to regret going to bed with Thomas and digging a bigger hole for herself. Hope used to be the good girl who'd never follow in her mother's footsteps by ruining a solid relationship. But she's starting to see that she's not so different and seems okay with that. Although Hope never felt like she had Liam's whole heart, she's the center of Thomas' world, and that's got her on cloud nine right now. Unfortunately, there's a fine line between love and obsession for Thomas, so Taylor Hayes, Krista Allen, will fret over him in Friday's show. Taylor will talk to Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, about Hope initiating that make-out session in Italy and potentially undoing all the hard work Thomas has done in therapy. Despite Taylor's alarm bells, Ridge and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, won't think this is going to turn into a big deal. Carter and Ridge will essentially defend Hope's marriage since they'll still think she's committed to him despite her own slip-up. When Taylor finds out Brooke went over to Thomas' place, she may find that news troubling too. Ridge might insist Brooke just wanted to acknowledge Thomas' progress, but Taylor may worry this will turn into berating him for past mistakes. Brooke could easily have some harsh words for Thomas over the present, as well since it takes two to tango. Perhaps Brooke will argue that Thomas pounced on Hope at the first sign of trouble and took advantage of her marriage drama. That's not how it really went down, but we all know Brooke doesn't trust Thomas and maybe never will. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Brooke will have to process Hope and Thomas' shocking actions. So stick with us for updates on what's next. CDL will have other sizzling Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, updates and news for you. So stop by often for more B&B info.